Hello, welcome to Jadekine Gaming Presents The Observatory. My name is Adam. We're here with, session 6 for the Wizards of the Cosmotorium. We have Beth as Calliope, Austin as Biff, Ryan as Xalvadora, Bob as Condor, Nick as Ryker. I'm everyone else, including Osbert.
I'm everyone else.
Everyone else.
Anyone else? It's me.
Yep, pretty much how that works. Last time, Condor and Calliope took on some jobs from the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, we did.
You get started on them. You took the party to go fight some zombies in a Temple of Tombe. And we ended midday, Bloom 25, in the Temple of Tombe, just after you toppled the largest and last of the zombies. And yeah, so let's pick up there.
They're dead bodies.
They are dead bodies all around you as you notice looking around this place. I mean, other than your friends who are still all alive.
Thankfully.
Barely.
Yeah. You still have Priest Merle outside, keeping the gate shut in case any zombies get past you. The north wing was explored only by Calliope, and no one's looked around.
That's a really ominous way to put that.
It honestly was. It also discredits my ability of investigating, and I feel like I rolled decent.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been investigated only by Calliope? So no? Like, what do you mean?
What does that mean? Calliope's smart?
Hold up, Zoogs and Zoogettes. We have something that we need to do before we start ruffling things about too much.
Heal?
Zoogs?
They're a rodent-like cat-sized creature that inhabit the Dreamlands. You can make deals with them, but they're not trustworthy.
Okay.
But anyway.
I don't like.
Did he just say that we're not trustworthy?
I think he also called us cats.
I think he means cats and kittens.
No.
Cat
He called you a
sized.
rodent.
Yeah.
That is the size of a cat.
Oh fuck, that's worse.
No,
I'm
Ryker
not
points
that.
out.
But
He also just kind of called you something from his dreams. So
I'm not an imaginary rat.
we need
Calliope now has beef with Xalvadora.
we
He
need to
doesn't declare.
I've got beef with you.
we need to find out if we can locate any evidence that determines who the necromancers were that ended up.
That's not in our contract.
Yeah, that's their job. We're done
We're
here.
just here to clear the zombies.
We cleaned up the
We
zombies.
actually have another job tomorrow.
Yeah, we're busy. Let's go.
If they want us to find the necromancers, that's extra, and it has to wait till after we help the farmer.
Correct.
While they're discussing, do I think the zombies would have any useful parts? 2, would it be desecrating bodies to take those parts from already risen zombies?
Well,
And be
we hit them with
sacrilegious?
swords and explosions. I think you're good.
Why not just go and get the priest?
Well, yeah, but if there's a big magical
Actually,
thing in this
I
chest...
hear that. That's a great idea. I'm gonna go to the gates and start banging and be like, "Hey, it's time
If
for
it's
us."
gates, he can see you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Hey, we're good."
okay. You can make a knowledge religion check.
2,
I thought he
so...
might have been like out of sight of the gate. That's why I was gonna start banging. But
No,
I mean,
he was
this
waiting
was
there because
pretty
he was
quick.
ready to let you out because he figured you guys would end up coming
Running.
across them and like him turning and running.
no, why would we accept
also
the job if we were
we
gonna
kind of handled this in
run?
sub a minute.
Well, that's
This
like
was-
most...
No,
This
it's actually taken you a fair bit of time. You waited quite a bit of time
Oh,
for
yeah.
Grease to go away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I feel like we communicate with him and be like, "Hey, sorry, our guy fucked up."
Thanks, Keyless.
No, like the whole 2 minutes is not that big of a
15.
deal.
15. Some methods of raising them might, but not all.
Okay, then I don't know of, like, any special, like, crystal or undeath magic that appears when they're raised. Then no, we'll just give this back to its guardian.
Is
So-
Asgardian?
No, it's guardian, the tomb man, the priest.
But yeah, so you go fetch the priest. Merle?
gonna go
Well,
fetch priest.
I'll look for clues to see if we can find out who the casters of the.
Yeah, you got limited time, so make an investigation with disadvantage to try and do it quick.
Sure.
We're not being paid for that, Ryan. We're not doing.
But she's curious.
She's a curious girl that likes to call her friends rats.
It's just a funny word. 19.
19?
Taking offense.
Yeah. You're able to notice that there is what looks like a copper coin sort of hanging from the neck of each of the, 5 zombies.
Oh,
Ooh, bonus. It's a tip.
copper coin. That's
Like-
concerning.
Like, turned into like an amulet kind of thing, yeah. Like, hanging
Okay.
around their neck.
I'll
Not like a Texas bow tie.
I'll collect 4 of them.
Okay. From specific subset of...
Each of them except for the largest guy.
You're probably collecting those as Merle is coming in, and he takes the chest from behind the altar to pull out the materials. Because he is doing... Let's see, what was that? It was the Charm of Invulnerability.
Oh, right. That's what.
So this is a charm that goes on a person. So basically one person has it as basically as if an enchantment that they can choose to activate.
Temporary tattoo style, or?
I mean, it's not
necklace?
necessarily visible,
Oh, okay.
but
It just sinks into the body.
yeah. So until you use it, you have it within you, but it is one person that basically it goes on to.
What does it do again?
well,
1 minute of no damage.
I feel like that should...
Resistance.
1 minute of resistance to all
Resistance.
damage.
Oh,
That should probably be you, right?
yeah, I didn't want to, but yeah. I pull out my silver star. I'm like, I don't suppose you could put it on this.
No, it goes on to you.
Okay.
No, it is
I
basically
take off my shirt. I assume just rippling abs with cuts all over him.
Well, if he totally doesn't drill, it's fine.
Because he's severely
But-
damaged.
Oh, yeah, no, he's actively hurt. But it's the rippling abs.
When
She's
I'm
like,
done, I hold out
I have
the
10 out
copper
of
coins to
34
Merle
health.
and say that I
10
found
out of 23.
We're both severely damaged.
that I found these copper
Okay.
amulets upon the dead bodies. So these were probably the conduits that they were
Heal
raised
15.
Thank you.
He kind of takes one and looks
I'm-
over.
I'm over my
I mean, it's
max health.
Currency of
now.
the realm, so
Heal 12.
doesn't directly say
Give him
where
the
it came
15.
from,
That's
other
not
than
how it
probably
works.
Yeah.
someone from
Plus, this is
around
only
this
if we get attacked right away.
Aramnus is the name of this town.
nation.
The nation. What's the name of the actual town again?
Is Halburn.
Halburn.
Hover.
Yeah, so you have ability to activate that whenever you want.
Once.
Yeah.
Once, whenever you want.
As let me check. Make sure. I'm not being silly.
Are you actively being a silly goose, sir?
No, I'm trying not to be. Double checking though to make sure it didn't sneak in because sometimes
Bonus
that
or
happens.
use magic act?
That's what I'm checking.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Rather, it's use magic
Use
action.
magic action or if it's a bonus action
Ah.
because that very much changes probably how. Although admittedly you'd probably use it at the beginning of combat, so not terrible if.
See, in my mind, that would take a big hit and go, oh no, then spend a turn using it.
That's not really.
That's why I'm not great with potions or consumables. I don't know to look at a fight and say, is this the big last fight, or will I need this in the future?
Nah, you just drink it in case. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you waste it.
You have so many books.
I've got too many books. I'm
He's got
sorry.
so many books.
Dear Lord. He's probably mad at me for having too many books.
No, for the baby talk.
Bonus action. Yeah.
But does he want these coins, or?
If you'd like to, you've slain the beasts. If you'd like to take them, or I'll add them to the offering box. If you don't.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted to keep them as
Evidence of they're on each of the dead bodies as a necklace.
because these were probably owned by whoever desecrated the temple. You might be able to use them to trace them back to whoever used them.
I'm not sure how I would do that.
Or why?
I mean, to some extent, whoever did this could be brought to justice. It might prevent issues in the future if they're planning more, but...
Well, if you feel like commissioning us to do that, we will be available after tomorrow. We do have another job.
But there's probably some sort of object divination that could be used in order to gain more information about them.
You know, if you'd be willing to pay for it.
Yes, sounds a little pricier than we regularly have the funds for.
I don't even know if we have the abilities to do that yet.
Oh, of course we
don't
do.
know.
No.
We ain't
Higher
there
level
yet.
and in a point where there's less casters than what you're working on trying to make.
Right.
Not just way more warlocks around.
Yeah. I do apologize for that wall damage.
It's to be expected.
I do apologize, though. It was rather unfortunate, but
That was there when we got here.
I was trying to do big damage on the big guy.
Who's literally like right beside the one that you damaged. It's like,
Yeah.
I did not even see that one when I was fleeing.
Yeah, he was hiding in that corner. He bonked me real good. But we're good now. It's no. We're happy to help. But I did want to apologize for the damage.
Well, thank you so much. We do have to get going. We have
Yes.
Farmer to save.
Yes, we do. We do.
Work is never done.
I'll take the remaining copper coin if.
It's like, well, here are your dead bodies back. So, and we.
If only we had a priest of the dead.
The journal. Don't drop in the journal.
You have a while. There's 3 of them.
I'm prepared.
Be prepared.
Actually, because then I can
Your like
just do this.
teeth and ambition are bare.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right, now we've got table again.
We love table.
Quick,
Table
rush into
is
another combat.
best.
Well, I mean,
The other combat's on this, so
Wait, it's on this end?
no, it'll just be on top.
Playmat.
It'll be playmats.
Okay, let's go.
Although I did consider that.
let's go back to town and talk to our farmer.
Okay, let's go.
Sure. Is there enough time for a short rest on the way? No, I'm riding, so
Yeah, you's got a horse.
yeah, I'm actively doing something.
And also, I think it's only like 35 to 40 minutes back to our inn from here.
Back to it's back to town. It'd be a bit over an hour to get to the actual inn because your inn is at the south gate.
I mean, it's there, and then it's 8 hours out to the farm.
Yeah,
So yeah, let's go.
and
we'll
you could probably, if you want to, leave your horse and ride in the cart on the way down there.
Yeah, we'll just go pick up the farmer,
Yeah.
and I'll sleep on the way there and try to get him a full rest.
Oh, I would also like to
I
try
used
and
my
get in
second
full
wind. I just
rest.
want it back. My action surge. That's the only reason I want to try to get in a full
I want
rest.
to go too.
If I don't manage to get a full rest, I understand.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
try.
But he wants those 2
I'm
turns.
happy to have a long rest. I've used all my high level spell slots.
Yeah, it's kind of up to you.
Your
Basically,
wizards,
the idea
we can
is
get one back on a short rest.
Yes.
Yeah, we
He's
talked to the
probably
guy
rest
and we
before. Yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, if it's an 8-hour ride, there's the potential for a long rest.
there's also the potential sleep overnight, ride out 8 hours, get there around 1 or 2.
Or we could go out, make an early camp, sleep, and then ride the rest of the way. The farmer is currently eating into his savings, staying at an inn.
yeah.
So
Well,
I kind of want him to get.
He's making do with the job he has because you can find him at where he's working.
Yeah, I just kind of want to pull him out of his crappy situation.
Yeah, he's not comfortable with the idea of camping out there. But if
That's
we
not
want to
obvious.
leave, just based on what's around, but would be really.
Sure, we're just like still slashed up a little bit.
But we might want to get wrapped up a bit.
Oh no, that just heals overnight. It's fine.
Perhaps otherwise, if you want to leave quite early, wee hours of the morning to get there at a decent time, that would probably be.
Okay, it would be harder to fight at night, and getting there at 8 with the due diligence of the investigation and making sure that we're not walking into an ambush might push us into evening.
Mm-hmm.
And only one of us can see in the dark.
2.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if we
But
leave,
if you want to leave
like
at like
3,
3 in the morning,
yeah.
Oh,
That's when you get up to start exercising. So
is he talking to the farmer alone, or can we be there? Or
you can be there.
if you followed him in, he's
Okay.
just kind of working at a bit of a produce stand. So.
so the enemies you're dealing with are two ogres. Anything else?
That was enough for us to gather the family and flee.
Anything unique about them that you're aware of?
They're not fast enough.
I mean, I really only know the Ogres from describing. I mean, he'll describe them. They sound standard enough.
But not red-skinned or horned.
No. Pale, maybe a little sickly.
Did you notice them carrying anything on them?
Had perhaps some sort of weapon, large chunk of wood. Could have been
A great
crossbow.
Crossbow. Interesting. That's more complicated than what I would have guessed.
Mm-hmm. I describe any of the fetishes I know that
Were they like wearing leather hot
Shamans
pants, or
no.
were they wearing like horse heads?
I know ogre mage is another kind of ogre. I try to describe what. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
it's
like shrunken
small
heads and stuff.
Yeah.
Tokens are called like
Yeah.
a Christian cross would technically be a religious fetish if you were not of the Christian faith. It is literally an amulet. Is considered a
Yeah.
fetish.
It's anything symbolic.
But
Yeah.
Our magical
We
catalysts
just also
are
have
also
another
fetishes.
term for it.
Probably
You're
came
a
from the first. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Nick used
The correct term.
Nick's choosing some words.
Hey, Ryker would choose those words. Those
As
words.
the
What
rest
his
of-
character would do.
Yeah, the rest of us are in the back just going.
It's the proper, correct term for what he's describing. I
Of course, I would have got my church
reads a
school.
lot of books, and they also involve fetishes.
I'm just-
and so
I'm-
she's giggling.
I'm just in the back going. So that's what you boys get up to at school, huh? You pledge or something? Tusk love, ah yes.
It's like, you'll appreciate that.
You know, like from the sex books.
Oh, I know those.
Are you judging relationships by your sex books? No, I mean, good night. Oh, Laura Bailey, just the best.
Okay.
But no, it doesn't sound from what he saw that they might be casters.
He certainly didn't see him doing anything magical. They were more smashy.
So they were doing something fetish-esque. I've played Baldur's Gate.
Everyone loves
I
a
will
smash.
spend the time. It's like I thank him, give him a time to show up at our stand,
Psychologist
which is
from the
evidently across the
1800s.
road.
We changed it from symbol
Dominic
to
will have the
the other thing.
carriage ready.
Is this also Freud's fault?
He popularized it.
Yes,
after
it
the
is
fact.
for. God
After
damn
the
it.
fact.
That man is a menace. A cocaine-fueled menace.
But yeah, still idea. Using it in the terms of turning a sexual orientation to an object of adoration, which links it back to fetish.
I will spend my day to
The more
go
you know.
to the church and research.
We don't just
ogres.
play here. We learn.
Yeah. Hey, it's
That-
fun to look
that
up stuff
library
sometimes.
church.
Yeah.
That's a big center of knowledge. I'll use
Oh.
it. Can I get a +5?
Make.
I tell them
I mean,
of our good deal.
I would like
You don't have a reliable book, so no. You
Okay.
can have advantage because you have access to books that could potentially help.
Adam, the fact you're looking at the edge so you can open to the exact page, I'd just like to point out, you're a freaking nerd. That you could just do
I
that.
just gave up and didn't get the exact page, but okay.
So we went to the
Where was I?
whatever
Anyways.
Temple of Doctrina.
Yeah.
Just look at the edge and be like, about here.
He's not quite there, but he's working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
What knowledge?
Nerd.
Thank you. That was what I was looking up.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be right here.
Can I also go to that church temple and start reading through their books?
No, you've been banned.
We give them the good news that their other priests got to go home.
Wait, so he works at a produce stand? Do they sell potatoes?
Give me time to answer his question first, and then I will check.
It's like, I need more potatoes.
Well, what
I'm
are
just
you
saying, there's
researching?
no way we're not out of potatoes.
I'm looking for
And
information
if we're
on
going to
ogres.
travel, I want to get some potatoes, I want to get some bacon.
It's like, I'm a knowledge-based
want-
character.
I want,
I want all
we
the
have
knowledge on
a cook going
enemies
with
we
us.
can
I
plan
want to,
for.
let's
So I
pick up
have
some
to have
rations. Probably get some fresh butter.
Yeah, there would be history.
Butter's
Okay,
nice. I'm not there, but butter's nice.
It's just me and the farmer talking, going,
I'm-
we're just
I'm
like,
with this
with my
one
2
at the
and 1.
books.
Or my 5 and 1, yeah.
Like-
I'm with this one
like,
at the books.
we have a cook, so we could either go with jerky or option B, buy him the supplies he needs. Hey, Damien,
Dominic.
the donkey?
Did you name the donkey Damien?
No.
Dominic the donkey's the Italian Christmas donkey because the hills are too steep for Santa's sleigh. Everyone
But
knows this.
Dominic's also the.
Hee-haw, it's
helper.
Dominic the donkey. It's the best Christmas song. You can't convince me otherwise.
No one's trying to convince you otherwise.
Of course not. It's indisputable.
No, it's whatever the villain song.
No,
from,
there are not
the
potatoes
Rudolph,
at that
the
stand.
Rudolph show. I missed the one that they get Arnold to sing it in the Batman versus
Also,
Batman Robin.
my horses are named Rain Dancer and Sienna.
Rain Dancer and Sienna.
Uh-huh.
Those are interesting
Coal
names for
miser?
horses.
Yes, that's it.
So
Cold
yeah, I
Miser.
didn't name them. They're just thoroughbreds my family had and gave to me.
Oh,
My,
you didn't even.
Well, I've been with them through, the last 3 years.
Oh,
I'm-
they're not
I'm
your
riding-
horses.
Well, they're
your-
my horses.
They're your family's horses.
Well, yeah.
Like
that's-
you didn't even name. Like it's not even like your pet dog that you named. Like
No,
you,
the breeder named them.
the breeder got
they
to
have
name
a.
them.
He has papers.
Yeah.
They have a full
But
pedigree.
like,
Yeah, it allows you to trace the,
Their
the
parentage.
lineage back through the names. As he tells her as we're riding those horses off.
yeah,
to
no,
the
because
library.
I joined him to go to the library, so I'm just sitting there listening, like eye twitching, like.
I'm riding a draft horse named Horse.
But you named that horse.
I did name that horse. It's been my horse since I was like 8.
That's a good name for a horse. These are interesting names.
They're very good horses.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just fine. I don't really
No,
think
you find
lineage
tomatoes,
matters.
peppers, cucumbers, squash, various greens, avocados, and a few
So leeks?
Yeah, you can find leeks.
Okay. I'm going to get some leeks. I'm going to get some rice. They said there's rice here.
Yes.
So I'm going to do leeks,
Not at
rice.
this particular stand, but you could see
Yeah.
a few stand options to.
I'm going to be like, anyone got potatoes? Like straight Batman at this farmer's market.
I was like, we have potatoes.
No, we ate them all.
Oh,
Make an investigation.
isn't it luck to see if it's here?
No, I used
Luck was already
Batman
rolled
tactics.
for there. There is somebody at here that does have potatoes.
Huh?
They're just not very populous because they are not locally grown.
13.
13.
With a -1, 13.
What was that? Leeks, avocados, rice.
No, leeks, rice, potatoes.
I didn't
yeah.
buy any.
But there were
I didn't buy
avocados, tomatoes,
avocados.
peppers, cucumbers, squash, various leafy greens. And if you want to get technical on the spices, the most prevalent things are cilantro, oregano, and parsley.
Ooh, parsley. No, we'll actually legitimately need parsley.
I like cilantro, she says from a distance. when
Yeah,
you
but
can't
it wouldn't
hear
work
her.
with a leek and potato bacon soup.
They're a bit pricier than you'd like, probably about twice as much as you'd think. But yeah, you can find some that has a selection of potatoes.
Okay, I'm gonna try buy if they have goldies. I want some Yukon Golds, but otherwise I'll.
They have russet.
Here's
Unfortunate.
the potato we have.
So they just have russets.
Yeah.
At double
So
price.
they don't have fingerlings or purples or.
And really,
St.
where you came
Andrews
from
or-
when you were harvesting potatoes before, it was just russet.
Russets are great.
They're pretty hardy to grow in various places, and so even though they're not native to here, some have been
They're
moved over
delicious.
and able to be cultivated. So
Good old
Okay.
earth apples.
So yeah,
You
I'm
can
gonna
peel
buy
that and
no.
eat that raw.
No, it's fine. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
We can make this work. It's just there. I'm gonna have to put more butter in it. Wait, no, Dominic will, because he knows how to cook.
Yes.
So-
he is trained for that.
Does
Everything.
Dominic have cooking tools?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So I just I'm going to spend the rest of the time. I'm looking for smoked bacon, butter.
let's see. What do we have as far as meat products? So in the general region, they have cows, chickens,
I imagine they got pigs.
sheep, and ducks.
Oh yeah, ducks is one of their main food exports.
Yeah.
There's water.
So yeah, so there are not there.
They don't have.
You
pigs.
are able to find bacon, but again, pricey. It's an imported good.
That's ridiculous that they don't have pigs. Everywhere does pigs. They're like one of the hardiest creatures. They live on everything.
Mm-hmm.
It just hasn't been introduced here. Which would be weird because we're just like 2 or 3 days north of your house. So would he know pigs and bacon? Or is that...
He
would
lived a military life and salted
Yeah,
pork.
he's probably been on tours where because if they're traveling somewhere and that's what's available, yeah,
Well, pork is one of those things that salted pork
You
holds
could-
up better than almost
you could
everything
probably
else.
find salted pork for a pretty normal spot because that would travel really well in. So while imported,
I mean, bacon's kind of the same thing, though. It's cured, not salted, but it could be salt cured or smoke cured. But yeah, I'll find some nature of pork. I'll pick up some of that. Do they have ducks and fat? What is it called?
Foie gras? Or
No. It's ducks that are cooked and then stored within their own fat. And there's a specific term for it, but it travels extremely well.
then probably yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a bunch of that. I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of it. It's a French technique.
Yeah, no.
It works
I just
super,
remembered
super
salt
well.
pork from my war machine game. Evidently, barrels of the stuff just sent down the Missouri River.
Confit, yes. Yeah, duck confit.
Confit de canard.
All right. And
Yeah.
then someone had a check for history.
History, ogres, 13.
13.
Very low.
Yeah.
I guess no longer interested in my shopping list. Okay, so
No, I mean I happen to have. I bothered to make the world be like, no, I should figure out what the different farms are primarily doing in this area.
So if I spend like 5 gold, will that be enough supplies for like how long? Like a week?
Let's call it 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah, because
And so 5 gold of superior like
rations,
kind of tasty stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I come back and I'm like, "Hey Dominic, I bought you groceries."
he'll store it in the chest.
Well, it's more like, okay, we've got duck confit. You bought duck confit.
Which really, in my mind, is like, do they do that in like Mason-style jars, or is it canned, or?
Usually it's duck confit is like in tins now.
Yeah.
But
probably
back in the day,
closer to
it
jars.
was in barrels.
Oh, okay.
'Cause-
So much like the salted pork, you just do it in barrels full and ship it.
Well, yeah, you cook the duck in its own fat, and then
You probably bought them in smaller settings of
Yeah,
jars
yeah.
where you got them. They probably have that over near the port side of town to export, but
Yeah, and the duck is just super delicious and tender, but it's mainly that because it is 100% surrounded in fat, there's no air that can get to it, so it's shelf stable for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
You can also confit other things, but
finding
duck
that
is
they
probably
are,
best.
you know,
Big,
very
strong.
big, strong, prevalent in vast areas, vast range of habitats. Probably find comments about them being certainly not the brightest,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
Yeah.
strong, formidable.
Yeah. But nothing pops up like Trolls Regeneration or anything like that.
Nothing specific about that. No.
Yeah. It's like, if I remember my D&D lore, they're big, stupid, and get angry easily. It's like, they're stupider than their intelligence score would denote.
Do they do coffee here? Or is that like... This is a port town, but it's not tropical, is my understanding?
No.
So it would be an
It would definitely
imported
be
good.
import.
But they probably have decent tea?
Yes, they have teas. You can find places that certainly have options for coffee.
Okay, I'm just like, as part of that 5 gold, I'm going to stock up on like a bunch of tea.
Okay.
And whatever, if coffee was available, I'd prefer that, but we'll just like pick up a nice, I'm betting since it's rice fields, they have decent tea growing area as well, so a couple nice teas.
Yeah. Teas. Lots of wines. Sure you don't want wine?
No, we're working.
Mm-hmm.
Then don't get a strong wine. Get an afternoon wine.
No, it's just Dominic's over there kind of minding his own business, and I just show up and be like, groceries.
Yeah. He's used to people just showing up with supplies from the house.
Otherwise, were you looking for anything specific or just enjoying time with books?
No, I was just enjoying time with
So you're
books.
just enjoying time with books. Okay.
It's like, are you reading that one? I'm like, no, this is my cuddling book. It just kind of hangs out near me, so I can...
No, she's reading books. She's flipping through. She's making notes of books she might want to purchase in the future when she has money.
But she's not researching, which is the...
Correct. I don't know what she would research, so therefore...
I'm not being helpful.
Yeah.
No, she's there to also just poke fun.
Yeah, they're to
Yeah.
make fun of Ryker.
Yeah.
It's a group tradition at this point
Right.
between you two.
Yeah.
What did I do
If
recently?
if you're not gonna be there, she's gotta be there. Just be like, really,
Mhm.
rich boy, really?
Yeah.
This
It's
is
the
smaller
proper
than my
word.
father's library.
See, he's never been like that.
Anyone else doing anything during the day?
No.
Probably early to bed with plans for early rising.
Early to bed.
Yes.
How many temporary hit dice do you get back on a
Half.
half on a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. I only spent half.
I was going to say it should be part of your long rest button,
Oh, wait.
but you don't have that.
I didn't do any. I am a level 3. My brain said I got 6d6 because they're d6s. And my brain said you've got to have 6 of those.
Like, did you spin actual HD die? Yeah, then
No.
you're back.
Yeah, no, I realize that now.
So, do we get a long rest before I click the button?
Yes. Yeah, you're basically getting a long rest before you head out. So.
Interrupted the rest.
Hold on. I probably need to switch out my spells, you guys.
You have enough spells that's a choice for you?
I've got so many damage spells. Yeah.
I filled my spell book with rituals.
Well, you're the book mage.
I
wanted to book
What
mage.
do we think?
I really
do we
don't have
think-
that many spells that I can swap.
Do we think Shatter is still good? Because it's my
Shatter is still good.
AoE.
Shatter is still
Do we
good.
want to keep Shatter?
Shatter destroys stuff, and we're going to a farm where things are very wooden. So if
I
we
forget-
could switch to something that won't potentially break.
Alright.
It
So
shouldn't,
acid
it shouldn't,
arrow.
it
Acid
shouldn't
arrow's
break any
probably
like
better.
it shouldn't
Yeah.
damage any wood.
Shatter does. It's any non-magical thing. It shatters.
Yeah. Alright.
Shatters.
Yeah, non-magical objects take damage.
Yeah,
like fences.
doors
Like someone's home.
and
Yeah,
walls.
well, I mean that does damage, but it's very unlikely to cause enough damage to destroy anything.
But it would damage his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll-
just like cracks in the foundation.
I'll-
That's
do
fine.
you have mending as a cantrip?
No.
Oh, then never mind.
I've got
Like, hey, you break it, you fix it.
I could swap light for mending though. Do we think we're gonna be there during the day, or do I need to have light?
We will.
I feel like light is better than mending, anyways. I don't think there's anything we need
Right?
to mend.
Can't I swap?
Yeah, you can
spell
swap
slots on-
one cantrip each day as a wizard, but I think his comment is
Don't bother.
Yeah, mending, it takes... If we're going to spend another day there so you could fix from, like, a potential shatter...
Well,
fix everything.
I already swapped out Shadow for Acid Arrow. I've not gotten to use that yet,
Yeah.
so.
If I remember, mending is something like about this big around. You fix.
And then
Like, you could fix a chip lip
Yeah.
on a cup.
And
but
then
it,
I've
it
got-
can take a while.
I've got Magic Missile, Mage Armor, Shield. I currently have Thunderwave prepared. Should I swap? That's kind of an AoE. Should I keep that one, or is that also going to cause
I would keep that
issues?
because if something's near you, you can push it away with that.
Okay.
Yes,
that-
Thunderwave's a good get off of me.
Okay. Cool. Then I will keep that one.
It is just not one you run into combat to use.
That's what Thunderstep's for.
Or
Or
you run into combat, Thunderwave, 2 steps forward, Thundersteps.
oh no, not that. It's for Storm Sorcerers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because Storm Sorcerers get that. I run into melee, I cast a spell, you take automatic damage, and I get to leave without provoking attacks opportunity. Because I can fly after
Alright.
casting a spell.
I think that was all I wanted to make
I'm
sure
not
that
biased.
I do.
Storm
I'm also
Sorcerer's just
keeping
great.
Misty Step as my main getaway.
Yeah, Misty Step's awesome.
We love Misty
As
Step.
long as you have line of sight.
Yeah.
Like, if you get eaten by some nature of ooze or a boneless undead, you might have a problem with Misty Step.
Right. But
Especially if your familiar gets killed.
And you can't make a strength set to literally save your life.
Yeah, to literally save your life, you needed a strength save.
it's okay. Okay, eyes ready now.
all right. So we get to Bloom 26, and you're leaving about 3 a.m.
Yeah, early.
When you get out there, Nicholas is already with the waiting by the wagon.
Walk up, shake his hand, like, alright, let's, you got a mount or are you just on the wagon?
As I walked to get here.
Alright, on the
wagon,
wagon.
if you have it.
Yep.
26 is a what day?
Bloom the 26th. Day of the week. That is a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I kind of go, I have some, we don't have any hot tea. I have some cold tea here in my wineskin. We can have a little tea, get the day started.
I've already got drink.
Yeah, cold tea, the superior choice.
Yeah.
Tea, please.
Oh, yeah,
Iced
cold
tea.
I'll take tea.
Cold tea, cold tea, cold tea.
Refreshing.
Yeah, don't worry. I bought some tea yesterday for the larder.
Okay. Let me know if you need paid back.
Why, yes, my lord.
Give him 5 gold.
How much could tea possibly cost?
Sure, it was with delivery. I think it was 10 gold.
Does he actually have that though?
I give you 10 gold.
Now this is just bullying.
No,
She
I charged.
whispers-
I said
she
with
whispers-
delivery.
With delivery. He charged 5 gold delivery.
You're my party. I don't expect you to lie to me, especially over team goods that you went out of your way to buy for the party.
I was joking, and you're just like, okay, here you go. And I'm like, I was joking, but I'm also not dumb. That's,
Right. You're out of the pocket of that shit.
5 gold's a tremendous amount of money. If I knew I could get paid for it, I would have bought a lot more bacon.
I'm like, I have 8 silver pieces right now. Girls gone shopping.
Yeah, I don't have to
Well,
buy.
they're
I don't have to
new
buy stuff. I'm like,
She's writing those with her fancy pen.
I have enough money that I could buy another horse, which is crazy to my little mercenary brain.
She's been spending a lot of money.
Otherwise, Yeah, it is close to an 8-hour trip. Probably a little faster than that. His judgment was more on foot. So you probably 6.5 hours, maybe 7.
All right.
Yeah.
And these are back down the roads we came up.
Yes.
I asked him to tell us when we're about a mile out away from his farm, so that they can set up camp and he can.
Yeah.
We can go from there.
He's like, not sure exactly a mile, but there's a point where
he's a farmer. He knows exactly a mile.
But there is a point where you can see a bit of a watchtower. He's like, well, that's the on the center of the compound, so we're within sight.
Okay. We pull off and...
I kind of go, hey, Dominic, I'm not telling you what to do, but I did buy some potatoes, and I got some bacon in there, and I got some leeks, and there's some cheddar, and there's some butter, and I got some fresh milk in there. I don't suppose we could do, like, a bacon leek potato soup thing, please?
Certainly, sir.
Oh, please don't do that. Come on, man. I bought you some of that tea you like.
Very gracious.
Dominic, come on.
Just no,
Dom.
either sir or no honorific.
I work for a living, man. Come on. I've literally not been knighted. You can't do that. That's mean.
300 work.
Just walk off sad.
As we're preparing, I give him do the 10 minutes for the ritual for unseen servant to set up the camp.
And then, so you take the last bit, I'm guessing, on foot, or do you take the horses?
I'm gonna go on foot.
Yeah, foot's fine.
Okay.
Anyone besides me sneaky? I'm like kind of regular sneaky. I'm not super sneaky.
I'm negative sneaky.
I'm also negative sneaky.
Well, during our
Not even a little
multiple hour trip, I'm going to cast Augury.
Okay. That's my...
Ask you a question.
Yeah. Need to get a print out of that. But always
Ask one question.
Maybe eventually I'll just
bad or
memorize it.
neither.
Maybe.
Well, the way he's obviously planning to use it, you'll have it memorized by the end.
Well, like I said, you
I'm
got
ready.
question.
All right. Against the ogres, should we prepare for range combat?
I mean, that's a terrible question. The answer is always going to be yes.
Yes.
Because range is always advantaged.
Well, I think the description was they had a crossbow. He didn't know if that was for realsies for real.
You'd still want to be at range. They have a crossbow.
Yeah.
But should he prepare for
Yeah.
range combat,
Yeah.
as if to
Yeah.
prepare to fight against range combat?
Yes.
Yes. We always want to fight at a range. We know this.
Yeah.
It's rather they're going to fight
Well,
back.
after I get my answer, I tell people that we should expect them to have some sort of ranged weapon.
And do remember, augury, you got to do it like pretty early before you do the thing.
Yeah.
Augury only goes like 30 minutes into the future. It's an action you are taking within the next 30 minutes.
Alright.
Well, it's not.
It is not like long range divination.
So,
Yeah,
the
that's right.
compound where they are set up
Pretty
is
forgiving, but not like
probably
all day.
I don't know, 400 feet off of the main road. They're like a single sort of section of crops, and set before a ridge of trees that's probably only 100 feet wide, but connects, basically separates this property and its far end from the next farm property over.
So do we think we could walk behind that?
You
row
might
of
be able to
trees?
try and sneak through the trees if you wanted. You could approach from the front.
Wait,
Well, I had time to do magic mage armor while we were there and then rest again. Like, on the road.
Yes.
So, you guys want me to just do a scout, or do we want to go scout and force, which is we all just blumbush through the woods and hope they don't hear us? Like, I could probably sneak in relatively well and run away pretty quick if I need to, but...
Was this a compound or is a farmer's area?
Um,
Like a farmhouse?
It's a number of farmhouses together. It's
like an estate.
titled, let's see, the Davies Wright Farming Compound. And if you talk to them about that, it's two families that have some, some part of it, probably someone married together. And now it's basically two families that have joined together to work a farming. And this is like a spot where they have like 4 or 5 houses all together where they live on this edge of the property and can go out there and work at the farm.
Day or night? Day.
Yeah, it's day. It's close to 10-ish.
Yeah. Then have one of the familiars just fly over.
Oh yeah, we have owls and cocks and stuff.
Yes, we have multiple flying familiars.
Yes.
It's like use them for their purpose. Scout.
Mm-hmm. I forget that's an option.
Yep.
It's like don't
Go
forget.
chatters. See what's ahead.
All right, so whoever's
Is yours a bird?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Not I have a cat.
I have not spent my gold yet. It's like I spent the 50 gold to get the familiar, but it couldn't do what I wanted, so I haven't summoned it yet.
You're looking through the familiar census. Does the familiar make the check, or do you?
The familiar.
Familiar gets an 18.
18.
That is, most of the birds do have at least some perception.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a +3.
Certainly better than mine.
Well, no, not mine. I actually have good perception.
Mine's -1.
I have
The
+4
road-
perception.
Is this way?
No, so we're approaching from
Yeah,
that.
you're approaching from this end. This is that tree line here that connects to the next property, and then there's like a row of crops. Nothing too tall, but it kind of blocks the space before this. There is a bit of a elevation difference going up towards the actual tower, which is like a 3-story kind of watchtower that you could easily see the entire.
So he's higher up.
Yeah, he's higher up, but only by say whatever, less than 10 feet difference from the main ground.
So can he see over these houses?
He probably could. You'd probably, from any distance, they'd be causing some cover because he can just kind of look over them. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're like head level, not
if
like
he were
could
to
see-
clamber up the tower that he's right next to, he could easily see the whole area. So
Can he fit in that tower?
the stairs are on the outside of
Yeah.
it. So
Sorta, kinda.
yeah, so he could get up.
So after going over the layout,
Yeah.
I think go for the tree line to kind of skirt this and use wall as houses blocking for ranged attacks. It's like send you in front and attempt to sneak up.
You would know definitely sneaking with people going along with you that are poor at sneaking would be more likely for you to be found if you want to split the group.
I feel like I sneak up and pull that guy whilst he has to travel, and then we nuke the one who's in the street. I'm going to try and pull him behind this house.
Yeah. So
And then,
like-
and then we nuke that guy, and then when this guy comes down, I engage him.
okay.
Yeah.
So come up from this way. You go forward and try to draw him back.
Yeah.
Because whatever, as an alternative, would it be difficult for us to come up behind this one?
That is a lot of open field, much like this, so it'd be
You'd see.
you would just have a lot of time to be spotted.
Okay.
'Cause
But
we are in the spring, so nothing is too tall right now of any of the crops. Everything is
gotcha.
basically planted and waiting to be grown, so
Do we want me to throw out grease or just go with damaging spells first?
Do not put grease.
Okay.
I'm going to have to be moving.
There's that, and if they fall prone, all of our range attacks will get disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and grease. This is way too open of a space for grease. Grease is more of a hallway spell
Okay.
or a bottleneck spell.
So where I used it last time would have been the perfect place if you hadn't turtled.
Yeah, if he hadn't been if he decided to move, it would have been awesome.
Okay.
if he was going after you,
Yeah.
As opposed to us going after him.
He was just very
Like
highly...
if you were trying to protect him, that would have been perfect usage of grease.
I was trying to protect us when you ran off down the hall. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and grease this, shut this
there's
door.
one in there. There's no one in there. Got it.
Yeah, that's
literally
literally what
what
I heard.
I know.
Yeah, it was a tactically sound decision.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's like if they get line of sight of you, they might fire upon you.
And you do see, yes, that one of them has a rather large crossbow. Is a fine word. Probably a little small for a ballista, but
On arbalest?
Oh.
Is it still doing heavy
Is,
crossbow a D10?
Is the other one?
don't know.
Is the other one using a different weapon?
I think that's a great club.
yeah, some sort of big.
It's a battering ram in that picture, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a great club representation.
Okay.
That or we're about to get battering rams. Either way, it's probably a great club.
uses the statistics of a great club, but yes, he is absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just getting battering.
I don't know. For whatever reason, every attack is a shove attack.
That's fine. I can do that too. He's larger, smaller.
Mm-hmm. So we agreed. We'll come up this way,
Pretty
and
sure
we'll
it's shove.
send
I might have
Bob.
disarm instead of shove. That is not the correct word. What? Why did that happen? Thank you.
Granted, he could probably fight you pretty good on a disarm, but
Yeah,
taking
no,
away
I
the
have,
club.
I have goading and disarming, and then bait and switch. I actually don't have shove.
Yeah. I do always love when you take away someone's weapon like that, and their stat block's like, I got nothing else. I punch you for like my D3 or
There's a
strength.
reason I carry multiple weapons after I realized that this was an option. Of like, oh no, he's annoying.
Osbert will warn he's not confident that he would be the stealthiest of individuals trying to.
Yeah,
That's fine.
we're-
Just attack through the bird.
Is Osbert
Like-
coming with us? I thought he'd stay back with Dominic and them.
No.
He
Osbert's-
comes with you all the time.
No, I literally look at Osbert. I go, Osbert, if you can fly the bird around and just shocking grasp people with the bird, I don't need you to do anything else. Stay back, attack with the bird.
What is the range on that?
100 feet, isn't it?
Not shocking grasp.
Shock and grasp is
the
touch attack,
spell.
but if you're using your bird to a touch attack, I thought it was 100 feet.
That's for sharing senses.
Oh, is that? Okay, maybe I'm dumb. It's entirely possible. I'm
Is
just
it
really.
Yeah, 100
30.
feet. 100 feet.
That's what I thought. I thought it was 100 feet.
I was like, yeah, 100 feet for connection. Yeah, so you can, touch attack, 100 feet. And it does put your familiar all the way over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
But
that
it
would
has flyby attacks. So
put him like halfway through the field, then.
Yeah, he can lie down in the field. He could literally lie down in the dirt in the field under the plants.
Uses their reaction.
Yeah, the familiars.
Yeah, he would be full concealed.
Your
at that
familiar isn't generally using their reaction very often.
Not so much. No.
So it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good gimme most of the time.
I don't know. I do want, when he gets the level, Osbert to take Dragon's Breath.
For the bird,
Yes, for the bird.
I feel like that. Okay, so that's probably full concealment for Osbert if he's
He
lying down
could
in the
take
grass,
it now if he
right?
wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll head out there and he'll be.
Yeah. So you guys basically need to be like 100 feet away, and I'll sneak up.
It's like to get within this range within a turn, maybe.
Well, most of your attacks are longer ranged.
60.
For your bolts, for like your fire blast, it's a 60 foot.
Firebolt is 120.
Uh-huh.
Magic missiles 120. Witchbolt 60. Chromatic orb 90. And my arrow, Calliope is acid arrow 90. Shatter 60. That's what I've got.
Witch Bolt is my spell, and it's 60.
That's your only attack spell?
My other two are also 60. Mind Sliver and Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay.
I took more of the utility. It's like
Okay,
I have
fair enough.
Fog Cloud. Guiding Bolt's 120.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm your evoker. I will be trying to do the damage.
Yeah. So edge of the map, 60.
yeah. So I'm going to roll my stealth check to try and sneak up.
Yeah, where is everyone trying to get to then?
So they're trying to get like behind these bushes, edge of the field. I'm trying to get to here and engage.
Okay. So we'll put you into here, and we'll put you just into the actual bushes for being
Concealed. And that's where Osbert is as well. Is Osbert over there?
No, he took your advice and laid down.
Well, if Osbert's 100 feet away, he can be off the map and just the birds flying around.
Yeah.
Alright. I'd like to cast something before I get on map.
Okay.
Jump.
On you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it basically gives you an extra 30 feet of movement or 20 feet of movement or something. Yeah. That's
Okay.
awesome.
So,
Stealth
everyone,
check.
I first would like, just so that we can lay things out, initiatives.
Initiative.
Of course.
Alrighty.
Not bad.
I didn't roll well.
Nice.
17.
19.
Yeah, you rolled the same as me.
5.
We both got 5.
So 19 was Condor.
Yes.
20.
And was it,
You know, 5 is
Ryker?
good enough.
Do you have advantage or something on yours, or have you just been really
No,
lucky with your
he's.
initiatives?
I have alert.
Yeah,
Okay, so
he's
you
a
do have
human.
something.
You're a Humi as
You were
well.
both 5?
Both 5.
You pass your daily out to her?
Yes. So she gets a reroll.
Of what again?
If you want.
It's heroic inspiration.
So stealth?
I'm still
Oh, sorry.
doing the ogre.
I'll take an 11 instead. Okay, I've used my heroic inspiration today.
What did Condor get?
19.
Did you want to go ahead of me?
Yeah.
Then I'll switch with you.
We're making this really easy for him.
Well, we're also trying to trigger a surprise round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, if we can manage to trigger a surprise round, we get a full round of beating on him before anything else happens. If we don't, it will be poor. Hopefully, my 24 on stealth
So
will
we've
work.
swapped Xalvadora and Condor.
Mm-hmm. And I'm actually an 11.
90% of the time, it's better for me to go first.
Okay. Then yes, now stealths.
24.
Are we all stealthing?
Yep.
Oh. I should not have
5.
rolled my thing.
5.
Is that one of the ones where you can use your heroic inspiration?
I didn't realize we were all stealthing. I thought I was supposed to use.
2.
Put me
Like,
back at a
you're
5
hit-
initiative.
You're a human too, Nick. Don't you get heroic
No, you
inspiration?
used it.
Okay, then I'm a 1 in my stealth.
If
Wait.
you're human, you do.
Oh. Sure then. It's like, no, I'm going to fail that either way. I'm going to save that for...
Something you could possibly succeed at.
Yeah.
I get a 12.
Got a 1. Not a nat 1. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
So with 5, 2, and 1 in that group, at the very least, they are very much making it where there's no chance that they're seeing you because they're paying a lot of attention
Yeah,
to them.
no surprise round, though.
No surprise round.
It's like, that's
But-
the only loss.
But you are definitely able to.
yeah, I'm surprising, but they're not
Who are
surprised.
the low ones with me?
Biff
of us.
and Ryker.
Okay, so it's just us being like, you're so, like, stop bumping into me. Oh my gosh.
Are you wearing spurs?
Are you on my, what? Are you wearing heels? Stop, you're on my dress.
Just
and
stepping
then,
on every step.
surprising everyone, we're gonna start the combat with Osbert.
Did he nat 20?
Yes. See how much?
And Osbert doesn't want to switch with me?
He was too far back.
That's not how it works. I can switch with anyone with initiative.
Book is down here.
Though if the bird doesn't get far enough away, I can bait and switch, so that would up my AC for the first round.
So, Ow.
Yeah, the only requirements is that it has to be in the same combat and the ally cannot be incapacitated.
Flying is 6 feet, so yeah.
Osbert's like, I like my role in combat. I have to risk money. Just money. Everything else is, I'm fine. Just money is at risk.
Yeah, no. And as we've coached him in this, and he's talked about his ideas, like, yeah, no. We should definitely make him take fire breath. Or dragon's breath.
Just
Your only combat option is your familiar. Make your familiar go do work while you stay in safety.
yeah, all the touch spells. If he could get healing, if he could get like the healing word,
Cure wounds?
cure wounds, that would be good too.
Yeah.
I think
Ma-
that's fucking
magic
written
initiate,
out, right?
probably.
Yeah.
Shocking Grasp, the notes. It is a melee spell attack, 1d8 lightning damage, no opportunity attacks.
Alright, so spell attack
On success.
is
Pretty useful.
Yeeth.
21.
God, that better hit.
That
That
better
does hit. And it does D8, you said?
Yeah, 1d8 lightning.
It's a little worrying if it didn't.
Alright, new plan, everybody.
Right.
These ogres are wearing full plate with shields and have close of protection.
That's an interesting distinction. So Shocking Grasp makes it to where they can't make opportunity attacks. Doesn't get rid of their reaction.
No, yeah. And if they were running full plate, it would be an advantage.
Yes.
Oh, he needs to go the other way. I can't bait and switch him that way. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
If he went the other way, I could bait and switch him, and then I would get a bonus to my AC for the rest of the round.
No, he does not know. But then you get to go, Condor.
Alrighty. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And you know that they've seen things. You've heard enough grunting between
Yeah. Yeah. And, he just got electrocuted, so I'm going to go and hit him in the butt. With...
Go ahead and take an advantage on this.
Oh, neat. I'll do... I'm also going to do a disarming attack on him whilst I am at it.
Okay. Mean, but okay.
No, the main thing would be the free object interaction while you can't take an attack of opportunity to pick up his club and run.
No, it's too big. 19?
19 will hit, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So he has a DC 15 strength check.
Oh. Yeah, no. That's 12.
Okay, so yeah, he drops his weapon.
Yeah.
You knocked his weapon out of his hand? So impressed.
Rude.
Okay.
Very rude, but impressive.
How much does a great club weigh?
So I'm going to
what's the size
re-roll
one?
my
Probably
weapon
a lot.
damage because I don't like those.
It's like, no.
Yeah, it's my favorite little thing. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't do that. 12 plus 7, 19.
Standard
19
10.
damage?
Yeah.
So more than 5.
Oh, yeah.
And gotta make sure I use my superiority dice. Okay, I think because I only get one attack. So yep. Anything I can use my bonus action for? No. Nope. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
Are you gonna back up
Why would I?
to drag him in line
Oh.
of sight?
Yeah, because he doesn't have attacks of opportunity. So yeah, I'm gonna go 1, 2. So wait, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So yeah, that's 30 feet.
Right. Xalvadora.
Me. No,
No?
that's not my name.
It's not your name. You're
It was,
Calliope.
my brain said it was a girl's name, and it was me.
I think they have to hold actions to get him to go around the corner of the building.
You can just fly over the building, right?
Duh.
That's what Osbert did.
But yeah, so I'm assuming the Great Club is too big for me to just yoink.
You could drag it away.
Free object interaction.
I mean, I would then. Like, fine, you can come and get it. I kind of realized I said that I didn't ask. I just kind of assumed that it was like not wieldable.
Of anything, that just means that he goes around the corner and chooses you. because he'll just pick it back up and he's going to hit you with it. But yes, you can
I'm
force
gonna drag
him.
it and, like,
you
put
can
it behind me.
Yeah. So you're whatever. Probably you'd be close. Do you want to be out further to make sure he has to get out towards it?
No, I want to be further back, so he has to come all the way around the building.
Because you can't move as far. Because you're dragging this thing up with you. Is the point?
It weighs like hundreds of pounds.
It is awkward and heavy. It is awkward. It is an awkward shape for you. It is something that for someone your size would normally be carried by 4 people.
Okay, that makes more sense.
It is the battering ram, it looks like.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is probably some battering ram that he found at some point, and he picked it up and he's like, "Oh, fun."
Okay.
But going there, you could make sure that he would have to step halfway.
My
out.
issue is that now that guy has line of sight on me. Because I'd rather step here, which would be one back.
Sure. Okay. Good enough.
I mean, unless you're charging me double movement for diagonals.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's good enough.
Can I bonus action yeet it behind me?
No. Don't want it?
Bonus action stow. I don't know where.
Just keister it. I believe in you. You can do it.
Don't. That's a battering ram, but that's a small door.
I think that's what the battering ram's for.
I hope not. It's the wrong kind of fetishes.
Rather we switch turn over to the Oni page.
You're going full touch range?
No. Can I see him from there?
Oh, you don't want to hold actions. Okay,
Yeah.
understandable. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Okay.
I figured he would just go up on the building, but
No, the building's giving us cover from this guy, right?
Yep.
I just don't want you to get hit when he comes back.
Alright, Mind Whip. Intelligence saving throw.
Is he good at those?
Very good at those.
Oh, good.
That's a 6.
Yeah, he
Alright.
sounds really smart.
So he takes 10 psychic damage, and on a failed save, takes the psychic damage and can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on the next turn, it must choose whether or not it moves, takes an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the 3.
So it can chase after Bob, but that's it.
Yeah, so it can either move, take an action, or take a bonus action.
I fear.
What is this spell?
Xalvadora's Mind Whip.
Yes.
It inflicts slow. That's basically what that is, right? Yes.
More or less. It's a lower level than single target thing.
Yeah.
What level is that?
Second.
Pow! Mind bullet.
Doesn't deal much damage, is very debilitating.
The power of mind bullet.
Anyway, so I do that.
Boing.
Move back. Can I see the club that Condor's been dragging?
Yep.
I use bonus action to cast Minor Illusion, and I'm going to put essentially something that looks kind of like a bear trap on it with the sound of the coils. So
Okay.
if he tries to pick it up, he'll put his hand on the bear trap.
Is that it for you?
Just like
Yes.
behind me. When the fuck do they get there?
Ryker.
You'll have a turn.
Come to I have line of sight, and hold my action for him to come around the corner to cast Guiding Bolt.
Calliope.
So I currently don't have line of sight on either of them.
No.
If I move that way, can I get line of sight on him?
You'd have to be able to get over here because the corner blocks him.
You'd have to double move.
Yeah.
I have to double move.
Yeah.
The question would be whether or not she can see the top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can probably get
No,
that
but
guy
these
by
buildings would
going
either
back.
way be in the way and
Okay.
prevent it.
Okay,
'Cause if you
thinking
jump off
of
that
being on the roof.
Okay.
Thinking of being on the roof.
Okay.
It's within 30 feet, correct?
Yep.
And you'll just hit the level spell restriction. So you'd have to cast a cantrip.
Right, I've got cantrips that are range. Would I be able, like, if I'm on the roof, am I just, like, super visible and I'm, like, gonna immediately get bonked? Or, like, is it at enough of an angle that I can, like, try and, like lay on it?
I'll go prone.
They are, I believe, angle roofs.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
even.
yeah. You can. So I mean, you can try and. I mean, you would be visible, but you could probably at least get some cover to help you
Okay.
reduce how likely you already be hit.
Yeah, let's do that. And is up onto the roof within 30 feet of where I am right now?
20 to get here, 25, 30.
No, it doesn't take elevation into account.
Oh, it
True.
doesn't?
So
So, because if they're 10 feet in the air, that's 10 feet of movement.
you could probably get here with 30
Alright.
with elevation. If these are like 10 foot.
Yeah, I'll do that. A bonus action Misty Step.
They're all single story.
Am I within 120 feet of him?
I would imagine so.
And do you want me to concentrate fire on this guy, or should I start going for the far boy?
I would say keep concentrating fire and make him come to us.
Yeah, but that one has to come around the corner to get to me. That one, like, there's 4 people on one of them. If she starts targeting another one,
Yeah.
she can do so safely.
I'd rather just spread things out a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I will, firebolt. Which I believe range spell attack, so that's what I make.
And then just drop prone.
Stick, you might hit him, but it probably also has like half cover. Or you roll
Probably
a 1.
doesn't have
Does
half
it-
cover.
Does a 12 hit?
Does a 12 hit?
Yeah, does a 12 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know if cover would get him there.
I got tall for a reason. 1d10 fire. 8.
8 damage to the farm.
8 damage to the far one. And then I lay prone.
Is that it for you?
I bonus actioned and I actioned. Yeah.
You could probably, walk back down the edge if you wanted to get back to the ground. Or
No, I think I'm going to be attacking him for a little bit.
okay.
Yeah. Stay
Now
up on
she
the
just
roof.
wants to be unshootable for the moment.
Yeah.
Well, going prone does give us some disadvantage, even if he does get an angle on you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I will just, he's at range.
Well,
So.
he also can climb up another 20 feet, so he can get to a spot where you are no longer hidden. But other than that, and if push comes to shove, you can roll off the roof. But he's already at a disadvantage, so he might get an advantage from height. I don't know how Adam's rolling that.
I doubt it's very complicated since we're so low level.
Just picks
But
the
who
rock and
knows?
throws it at you.
Just through the entire crossbow. He's not very smart.
And he jumps onto the roof.
Oh no.
The roof takes his weight?
I mean, it's definitely damaged, but it doesn't collapse through.
Man, look at that construction.
You could totally survive a shatter.
Is he going for me?
He is going for you. You do still get +2. You still have half cover. So
And advantage.
No,
No,
he
he's
would
rolling at
Yeah.
disadvantage.
he would roll it this way.
Yeah, because
Remember,
she's prone.
I've got mage armor on, so it's 12 plus whatever.
12 plus
I mean, yeah, you can figure out whatever your
14.
AC is. I will just give you the
14,
number.
okay.
Well, it's 12 plus your dex.
But does 10 hit?
No.
Yeah.
It's my dex is -1.
It's
It's
thir-
13
Yeah,
plus your
it's-
dex.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
So it's 12.
So
yeah.
your effective AC 14 versus ranged.
Did he what?
Yeah. He will move an object direct to grab the thing, but cannot actually do anything with it. That does also activate you because you are waiting to see him.
Yes. So he ignored the bear traps, just like, I'm
Yes.
going to take that.
No. if anything, you probably see he looks like he's pissed at you for trying to do stupid, foolish things.
In your
He
bear
probably
trap didn't even
he
work.
grabs right where the bear trap is.
Like, bear trap not even work, stupid human.
No, he's magic aware.
He's aware?
Aware ogre. When the full moon comes, this ogre turns into an ogre.
15 to hit.
Yes.
He's a warehouse. When the moon comes, it turns into a storage facility.
Ten damage, and the next attack against him has
Advantage.
advantage.
Because he's glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're glowing.
Is this
And
Okay.
then I will. Well, nope, that was a reaction. Never mind.
Yep.
That's it.
But yeah, between all of that, that's as effective as they were able to be. Biff.
Yeah.
Alright, there's an Ogie.
Yeah. Wishful.
At advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next attack.
Guiding bolt.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what? Why? I don't have any advantage.
Guiding bolt.
Eat those 2d12.
Yeah, it's an ogre. We're just gonna do lightning damage. Wait, no, that's just a damage roll. Does 19 hit?
Yes.
Yes.
12 hit it.
No, 12 hit the other one.
Fair.
This one might be better at it.
Then it takes
I doubt it.
22 lightning damage.
Jesus Christ. Nice rolls.
Yes.
Versus.
Don't just
Mine
say
don't.
yes like that's an impressive thing for you.
Hey, it's 3d12s.
Oh, you upcast too?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Come on, you have spell slots. You cast them from the top down.
Well, yep. Well, no, you took all ritual spells. You have no damaging
I have
second.
Witch Bolt.
I'm just going to upcast this. Okay.
I have Earthing
Osbert
Grasp. but
comes
that's-
by and natural ones.
That's a strength save,
Oh,
though,
no.
so I'm not going to try to
He's
strength
gonna
save
come
the ogre.
and land behind the house away from that one. So that brings us to Condor.
Okay.
Owl tries to get fancy and screws it up.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit him again. Stop that.
Get hit.
No. And it's at advantage because I hit him last time. Does 11 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Their AC is pretty low. It would disappear.
There's no armor, probably 12.
I don't like that damage. I'm re-rolling it.
That is something you can do.
So that's 15.
He said BRB.
That's much smaller.
24 damage.
24 damage. You pierce right through his heart.
Shot through the heart.
Nope, that wasn't that hard. It was pretty squishy.
That he got focus fired by everybody. He
Yeah,
was
that
like
was-
over. He probably had close to 60 health.
But over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He'd already taken 67 before your turn.
Yeah, it's like,
He had 68.
yeah, between the two of them, they did almost 50 in those last two shots.
Well, it's only one thing for me to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can duck behind this building. I am now going to start my slow crawl forward.
The Condor is Xalvadora.
It's like, during your turn, should I put it to sleep? Because Ryker knows, as intelligent as he is, he doesn't know his combat tactics and stuff.
So dignified.
You know, I could imagine in one of those.
But then
proper
again, more
Philippian-
dignified than peeing your pants.
Yeah. Well, so things. Maybe like another half hour. I'm like, nah. At that point, not happening.
Yeah, back teeth are swimming.
I'm over there. So he's about 90-ish feet away. Yeah. So I would be short for that. And in general.
I was gonna say it. I thought it'd be belittling.
Because whatever, I'll go ahead and spend 10 of my feet to jump up onto the roof because it's not
10 foot standing without a run up.
Yeah, jump just allows me to.
Oh yeah, because you have the spell. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, we're not increasing your things. You just get magical jump powers, which is how jump should have always been.
When so I'll just clear the building. Boring. And then
Just a little flea.
5, 10.
It's very easy to spot. He's on top of a building, so.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
But then I'll go ahead and cast Silent Image. And I'm going to go ahead and create a, let's say, Condor's over here. So I'm going to create a 15, it's a 15-foot cube. This is large, but I'm going to be creating an opaque wall so that we've got cover from him in order to be able to move up without getting shot at, or without him being able to see us move up.
With him having a disadvantage because he can't see through it.
So yeah, I'll put it in the middle here so it'll give Condor an option to run up and have something to hide behind.
Right there?
Yeah.
Can
Just
I
a
shoot
big
over that?
Yeah.
Or is now the guy hidden from me too?
I mean, it's easy enough for you to just be around.
Well, I'm not moving up to it. If I'm staying where I am.
Yes, that is a big wall. You can't see through.
Yeah, it's opaque.
How tall is
Okay, so
15-foot cube.
it? Okay, so yeah.
so it's, but this guy's on top of a 10-foot building and also 10 feet tall.
Yeah, so he'd have partial cover. You could still probably see the top of him.
So you've made it harder for me.
Yes.
Yep.
I thought you were getting into melee.
No, why would I do that? I have a bow.
You have a bow?
Yeah, I've used it quite a bit.
Ryker.
I'm a fighter, not a rogue. I don't have to actually get that close.
Well, neither do rogues.
And they have to be in 30 feet.
Yeah, but only for sneak attack. You can still just blast them.
Just moving?
Yep.
Okay. After Ryker is Calliope.
Does if I stand on this roof, I'm how tall am I? I'm tall.
Well, it
I'm
wouldn't
6
block
feet
your,
tall. Can I still see Ogre Guy?
It wouldn't
Yeah,
block her line
yeah.
of
From
sight.
where you are, it's not in the way.
Oh wait,
He
if I-
now just has something a weird, opaque.
yeah, but
Magical
I use 15 feet of my movement to stand up, so I can make eyes with him,
And then shoot him in the fall back down.
and then I Calliope's acid arrow, which I haven't gotten to use before.
Okay.
I don't know how it works. Okay, it's a ranged spell attack.
How far?
90 feet. I'm within 90, right? I think it's gonna hit this time. 8 plus 7 is 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool. So I do damage. And okay, so I get to do 4d4 acid damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that kind of sucked. 5. That's 8 damage.
That's what you dealt last turn.
Yeah, I know. With a cantrip. My spell's a little bit weak. And then he will also be dealt 2d4 at the end of his turn. Because it lingers. It's covered in acid.
Like fresh onions. It lingers.
Oh, and then I will lay down.
Fall back down.
So mean.
Falling down, it's like dodging.
Use disadvantage, yeah. An entire action for a free object of just collapsing.
I think he's bad.
So he just walks straight through it.
Yeah. No, no one still has eyes on him. You laid down. But yes, he looks angry as he's walking through it.
I glared at him before, though.
I would like both of you to make luck checks.
Womp womp.
I have total cover.
For now.
Well, you would have half cover.
Yeah, you have half cover at this point.
6.
So race to the bottom. Suck it, 2.
2. Definitely attacks you, because you would want it to attack you. He would want it to attack you.
No, I just wanted to win. It's like golf, lowest number.
So yeah, you'll attack Xalvadora.
Well, she is in front.
Does 21 hit?
Yes.
How much damage could it possibly do?
11 piercing damage.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Kerchunk. But only actually gets to shoot off one in a turn, and it becomes Biff's turn.
Because it's loading.
It's not even that many.
Don't move or something else.
Well, I can't leap over a building. I can get to the corner there.
30, but do you actually have 30 foot of movement?
Yes.
Oh.
Why would I not?
He's a dwarf, not a
I'm not
gnome.
wearing heavy armor.
Oh,
Can I see him? Or is that building too fat?
corner to corner.
Yeah, you should be able to see him.
I wasn't sure how fat that building was. Let's make a regular attack roll. Ooh, does a 9 hit?
9 does not hit. You've managed to not hit him. Congratulations.
We've narrowed it
I
down
rolled
to 10.
a 2. Well, then, I do nothing.
All right, nothing it is. That's rolling an 18. What is a D8, right?
Yes.
Yeah, D8.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on the right page. Yeah, D8 lightning. No opportunity attacks. I unfortunately used my spell slot for that. No,
Actually, he will go in here where he's inside of the wall. Because it is controlled by Osbert, who is also very well enough able to know exactly what that is. And
Well, now I have to run up there.
and you have the chance. It is Condor's turn.
Alrighty. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20. So, we're going to start off this with an attack.
Okay.
We're going to...
That's probably how it's going to end up finishing, too. Oh, did you roll your damage at the end of his turn?
No, I did not.
Does Heroic Inspiration, can you use that on
Six.
attack rolls?
Should be able to. 6.
6.
Alright, I'm going to use my Heroic Inspiration on that attack roll. because I rolled a 1, and that is not acceptable to me.
It's not the kind of thing a hero would do.
No. Okay, 20 damage.
20 damage?
Alright.
It says you can you can expend it to re-roll any die immediately after rolling.
You could use it, so you could use it for a damage die.
if you want.
Okay. So, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do a goading attack, so he needs a DC 15 wisdom save.
Wisdom, it's good stat. 16.
I get the feeling that is in fact not.
Okay, and then
You
it
rolled an 18.
takes 32 damage. And, you know, that was so much fun. Action surge. Is he dead? No action surge. I just stab him and go, "You chose poorly."
Yeah, no. He falls.
Heal 7.
I didn't take any damage this time. Yay.
I think only Xalvadora did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably a pretty good healer.
I mean, we planned this out pretty well, so.
Yes.
I will come off the roof. And
You're just like, is it over?
oh no, I've been that's been me
No,
the entire
that's
time.
Osbert walking from his 100 foot away. It seems to be over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been
thumbs up.
my line
like,
grown is
came in
me
clutch,
on
bud.
the diagonal, like peeking. I've been watching this entire time.
Do either of you two have knowledge history?
Come on, Nick, you can do it. I believe in you. You can make it. Oh yeah.
I'm a
My
plus
hands
7.
are so smooth.
I'm a plus 7 in history.
No.
Okay, so would you like to assist me as I try to think of useful things for ogre bodies?
As in, you want me to make the roll because I've got a higher plus?
No, same plus, and I have guidance just to get the advantage.
Yeah,
While they're
I'll
working-
assist you begrudgingly.
While they're working on that, I'm going to look
that a
around and make
history
sure
check?
there's no more.
That's what,
Ogres.
Okay.
yeah, that's what he had me roll
Yep.
before.
Ogres are people.
While they do that, I'm going to look around and make sure there's no one hiding.
You advantage.
a
I'm helping you.
Oh,
investigation.
yeah, there.
Begrudgingly. But, oh.
No.
I was
You're
a
just
begrudgingly
like, you're like,
helping.
that's the wrong book.
I'm just judging your book selection. I'm like, do you not take care of the
Investigation?
spines? I honestly,
Yeah.
like, you can't break the spines.
You know, at some point, perception, it will be a thing.
So, yeah,
But
12
it's
on
not
my
today.
end.
So,
They're
5.
people. They don't have any magical
5.
abilities.
Yeah, because I'm investigating, not perceiving.
Yeah, you're from your perception
I'm-
as passive. Nothing you see. You're having to look through houses, see if there's anything. You passive perception know there's no more ogres at the very least.
Okay.
It's like that. There was not a question of it. You don't find anything else here. You do find that what looks like was a child's bedroom, with now a hole in the roof that they've been using as a toilet. So,
Nice.
Just rude.
Check on the livestock.
there's very minimal livestock. It is mostly like crop farming.
Yeah, but that means
you
that
find-
they have like a giraffe horse or an ox.
Yeah, you find if looks like any horses were taken with them probably by people into town. You find a couple dead, oxen, cows, whatever.
Okay. So damaged, not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's not
A lot of the core structure is still standing. Some things will need rebracing, but they're still there enough that a group of people, it's a compound, it's a few families, they'll be able to put it
I
back
didn't
together.
know how quickly they ran off, whether or not they couldn't take the horses with them, because, like, if the horses are gone and the plows are gone, that's a lot of money.
The horses are a quick and easy way to get out quicker. So they did.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Okay.
Yeah, after my brief thoughts of do ogres have stuff? No, ogres are people, you crazy person. They're not made of magic and have magic ingredients with my 12.
I mean, they have the same kind of things that one might be able to take from them that one could take from killing a person.
Yeah, but that's also
A lot of stuff
medieval road.
for necromancy kind of things. I mean, things like hearts can be used for ritual stuff. there are aspects, but yes, it would be all for doing the same morally gray kind of things.
Yeah. Yes.
That's not what
Ogres
we want.
people, no. We'll take the 10 minutes while they're getting people to set up unseen servants to start having them clean out like the poop house.
Do we think?
You do notice that the battering ram the one had is remarkably tidy compared to everything else.
Oh yeah, I will after I get that up. It's like go around, check their stuff. It's like I'm not used to seeing an ogre to have a crossbow or a battering ram and not just a big chunk of wood.
Was the crossbow like an actual crossbow?
It's
Or
like an arbalist kind of thing. It was meant to be mounted, but he's pulled it off. And clearly, at some point, they went to some sort of fortified tower and looted from it.
But yes, if not right away, I will get around to casting Detect Magic.
While they're over there doing all that wizard business stuff, I'm going to go and talk to the farmer.
Okay, yeah, you make your walk back.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I walk back and be like, it's cleared out. I don't know whose house was the one with the gray roof in the middle of town, but they used the child's bedroom as a toilet.
Oh, that's my niece. Well, if I can get a ride back with you, I'll get at least some of the family back and maybe let them stay in town another few days before.
Apparently, the lordly whatever is using servants to clean it out, so you should be fine.
Great bucket.
Yeah, pretty standard lord behavior.
They're magic servants.
I
He
strategically
fails to mention that.
Yeah,
part.
I don't bring that up at all.
But yeah, it is glamour enchanted just to stay clean.
Yeah, I do cast Detect Magic and have a once-over of the ogres.
Yes, so the battering ram has that simple enchantment, and one of the bolts is magical.
What enchantment on the battering ram?
It's like glamored for clean.
Glamour. Okay.
Yeah.
Something we can sell later, but first we must study it to figure out how they put an enchantment on it. You need to find magic items for study.
So, how's the soup going? Is it going pretty good?
Oh yeah, he's got super money.
Really? We've been gone for like 5 minutes.
Shut up.
No, you had to walk the last mile,
okay.
and then at this point he's walked that mile back
Oh, okay.
because you stopped a mile away to make sure that the civilians were safe.
So, yeah, it's a 10-minute walk there, 10-minute walk back.
Yeah, no, Osberg probably closer to 15, but
I mean, the average human walks at 3 miles an hour.
Do you think Osbert's the average human
No, he's probably exceptional.
Also, I'm with you. I have a strength, con, and dex of, -1, so...
Which makes you the average human.
I think...
zeros are the average on that.
Yeah. I am the below average human.
It's still 3 miles an hour.
It
You
is.
have 30-foot movement. It's 3 miles an hour until your movement gets affected. Then
But it's a pretty big bolt, right? So
Yeah.
it would have to be in something that...
You could launch it through an actual ballista, but it could go through like an arbalist kind of thing. So, an arbalist you could get mounted to like the wagon or something, or to a side of a boat.
but probably not out of the standard crossbow.
No.
No. I guess we could take it for selling,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah, if nothing else, just attach it to it's a whole arbalist setup.
Yeah.
And just attach it
there's
to the
there's
back of
another
the cart.
there's another unused 6 bolts for it, and the arbalist you probably have to do something to like as far as like the actual bottom connection point was broken off of whatever it was on, but fixing just that part to mount it to something.
It's like, arbalists are probably expensive. My mind goes to cheaper just to have someone mount it for us. It's like, I don't have carpentry tools. I have calligraphy. I don't know if your tools proficient in carpentry.
If you have the tools, I know someone that can dream about knowing carpenter's tools.
Yeah. If you give me the tools, I can do carpentry.
She just gets to change her tool proficiency every day. What did she dream about doing?
Yeah, it's like I just need the money for the actual tools to do all that stuff.
Otherwise, anything else here? Or you walk back to where
After the
Condor's
10
having
minutes,
soup.
have him clean it out and prestidigitation the room to get rid of the smell.
Remember, prestidigitation also a pretty small area. You're looking at that room and going one spritz of a Febreze.
Spritz that right where it's landing. You know, where it's going to be the worst. Like, spritz. That'll help.
It won't hurt.
Yes, it won't not help.
But yeah, that is definitely one of those things where it's like, you gotta remember, it's like, those are the cantrips. It takes you 6 whole seconds to cast that spell, and it's not a huge area.
Yeah.
One cube of food.
Yeah. But it's a room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the worst of it, where it's splattered.
Okay.
And it's like,
so,
I did my good deed.
So, we've got everything we need from the area?
Yep.
And the farmer will give us...
Yeah, no, he'll at this point he's probably taken the ride so far to get, information.
I kind of went, if you want to come back, I'll walk with you around to make sure you can look at everything you need. Like,
Probably best to get the family and we'll all make do when we're...
he's like, I don't want to look at it yet.
Yeah. It's like,
But we do come back with a big old crossbow and a big old hunk of wood and metal.
I mean, no, it's very clearly like set up as a battering ram. It was at some point probably historically a fashioned, well-made battering ram that this guy took and something that holds together enough that he couldn't mess it up. Let's see here.
Alright, we can take him back to town and he can pay us.
Yeah. So it is 10 gold that he just has with him that he will give now, and then he will go over. Well, first off, he will ask, so would you actually want crop, or would it? I presume you would just want your portion of the sales of the crops.
We won't have the building yet, so the sales of the crops. But at some point we will be putting in a wizard's university, which is a place you can go to learn magic even if you're not born with it, apparently. And at that point we'll be needing to, make deals with the local farmers and such for crops and that sort. So hopefully we'll be able to come to you at that time.
Certainly.
More soup? Nom nom.
But otherwise, yeah, he basically goes over. Generally, should have the amount by the end of fall. Although sometimes it's the early weeks of chill before
the harvest. Yeah.
Well, before necessarily all the money is in.
Yeah.
From selling everything. It's like
On the way back, I'll talk books with him, like the expected yield and all that stuff, versus how much was lost, and math stuff.
as far as how much is lost, he's like most of the stuff has not really started growing much. So hopefully they didn't dig.
Yeah. Hopefully they weren't dicks about it.
Hopefully they didn't come in with salt blocks and.
I mean, only a crazy person would do that.
But he's like, hopefully we caught it before things actually started coming up, and it'll all still just be there. But it'll be weeks before we know for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to get like an estimate of previous year's profit and all that to get a look-see of a range of what we might be getting.
It's definitely the highest of all the other ones. It's going to be at least a few hundred gold. Could be up into the thousands. I haven't mapped that out yet because I don't have to do that until the fall.
Yeah, which is fine.
I got like another 4 months.
Yeah, which is fine. Even that's like probably more than 100.
It's more than any of the other ones had been for sure.
Yeah,
that estimate from the beginning was absolutely accurate.
So we head on back to town.
Yeah, we head on back. We need to go and check the
early evening by the point you get back.
board. Yeah, I'm gonna go to check the board again and see if there's anything else we can take, and maybe
Let's go.
seeing how we actually did some stuff.
Yeah.
We can get into the guild and get some of them better paying jobs.
Yep.
Do you want to take Alsberg with you?
Who?
I'm
Talkie.
Osborne.
No, I think the guy's in love with me, so.
He's definitely not. Do you think it would be advantageous for us to get into an adventurers guild?
The jobs
I
are
would-
better paying
Is
if we get
there
into
a
the
guild?
guild.
I would be a little more cautious of what's required.
Hence the.
He said
You
that
should-
he had to know my face.
Do you want to come with us? You don't have to. We can use our best judgment.
I'm just saying that these.
I mean, I'm not gonna join anything like quickly. We're just.
I just
looking
want,
around.
like, even if just I join, I can get the jobs and we can complete them together and split the pay. We get better paying jobs that way. And I think I've proven that my judgment on which jobs to take is pretty good.
Well, I wish you luck. Be cautious.
See? Faith.
Cool. Let's go.
I'm tired.
Couldn't have been quieter about that. Believing in people can be exhausting.
It's a lot.
Off we go.
All right. So that one is done. That one is done.
With proof and tickets and everything.
That one is gone.
Okay, so we did.
I bring my notes and I compare.
Okay, so the temple we did,
Yep.
and we got the farm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go into the thing.
Yeah.
I walk over. I'm like, these are completed. Up to the bar, and I'm like, can I get in the guild now?
No. But I do appreciate if you continue.
Why can't I get in the guild, man?
I've known you for 2 days.
And I
You've
did
been
two
kind of
things.
a jerk to me.
Oh, come on. You felt it.
Calliope's cringing in a corner.
If it was a day, I would be all over you. But it has been a good 500 years since I've been quite of that type.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll
I
move
wasn't
on.
understanding.
It's an elf.
It is an elf.
He's changed sexuality.
You
500
got
years
more.
ago.
Yeah.
I was into guys. Now?
I moved on.
I'm done with men.
That's fine, but you still got that flirty nature about you, and you know what? We appreciates that. However, new stuff on the board?
No, I don't think anything new's gone up.
Okay.
So
Something's
there's still a
coming
couple
down.
left.
All right.
The troll job is gone.
Oh man, that was one I really wanted to do.
But both the haunt resolution at the John and Jane Memorial Theater and the slimy orb.
The slimy
at
what?
The slimy orb at the boardwalk at range point.
I'm like, I gotta stop reading these with accents. I can never understand them.
I don't know why you read with an accent. That's such a
Okay.
ridiculous
Because
thing
he
to do.
reads via your husband, and your husband randomly picks up accents while he's speaking.
The
I
Sure,
don't
you've
slimy,
never
know
noticed.
why you would
the
read
slimy
with an accent.
orb.
Yes.
At where?
Yeah, so the slimy orb that has rendered the boardwalk at range point unusable. Range point is about a day north of Holborn. It's like the next town. A portion of ships and some crew turned to ash. The reward being free passage on ships leaving port for a year once they're able to resume business. So, and then the haunting at the John and Jane Memorial Theater is the theater was closed following the death of patron Frank Demore and numerous reports of possession. The reward is 3 platinum, and billing as the grand patron for this summer's productions of Lady Key and the Travels of Earl Ruda.
Where is
Okay,
that
and you're not
That's
there.
in town.
Okay.
Okay, so where is it?
And that's in town.
In town. Just at theater.
Yeah, theater. Yeah. Oh, yes. John and Jane Memorial Theater.
Okay.
So, I feel like we should just knock out this theater thing and then go to the boats, right?
Yeah.
Do you take just that one, or do you take both of this?
Both of them.
Okay.
I just gonna go after I finish these two. Then.
Assume it will take a couple months at least of you regularly doing things.
I have like, but one of these is free ship travel for a year, man.
Great. Those months don't all have to be together. Some people come here over years.
You
before
understand I die like really soon.
Well, then
I've got,
what's
like,
the point
80
of letting you join if you're about to die?
I've got 80 years left, man.
Unfortunate.
You'll miss
But
me.
I'm sure you'd be blessed to spend the last 70 of those a member of our establishment.
Why are you so mean, man? I just need money. I'm willing to work.
Wonderful. Those are jobs. The guild isn't just about the work.
It really is.
It's about the commitment.
Yeah, I'm committed to working.
He doesn't.
Time will tell.
I don't have that much time. Do we have a mortal that I can talk to?
There's plenty of mortals. They don't choose who's in.
You heard the man. You got to buy him a ring. He needs that commitment.
Like, first of all, I thought you were not done. Second of all, that's not really my jam either.
It can be a ring of protection. Shut up.
Come
That's
on.
not how that works. It goes on your finger.
Give me 25 gold.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse you with that.
By the way, give me 25 gold. I can up your AC by 2 for a week.
Huh?
I can
marry
cast
it.
marriage.
Ceremony.
Oh, yeah, no. You're not marrying him.
You know what? Put your money where your
But
mouth
it's
is.
plus 2 AC for a week.
No. Okay, so let's go to the John and Jane Theater.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to the
Yeah.
the folks, and then we'll discuss it, and then we'll tell them that this is what we're doing, and then we'll act like we care about their opinions, and then we'll go and take care of it for money.
Sounds great.
Tomorrow? Yeah, like, it's
Why?
late evening and we're...
It's like 6 or 7.
By the time you're back here, it's probably 9:30.
Okay, then yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. I mean, we could just go and knock it out right now.
I believe a lot of people
Osbert's
use
going to bed.
spells. Yeah. As you get back, yeah, he went to bed like half an hour ago.
I used my level 2s, but I could probably go.
I forgot. You
Yeah.
guys don't just, like, rebound.
Yeah, no.
I'm willing to fight.
We have a
let's just
bigger
do it tomorrow.
refractionary period.
But-
That's okay.
No. Calliope's willing. She also is mildly tanky because we have relentless endurance. Once per long rest, when reduced to 0 hit points, drop to 1 instead.
I already had Slimy Orb written down. Well, you know. Okay. So
She's
yeah,
willing to go.
yeah, we'll just do it in the morning.
Alright,
not-
whatever you want.
Let's not be crazy about it.
She's a people pleaser.
Let's be safe.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah.
We do
And
tell...
morning comes, you can let Osbert know during the morning's meeting.
Morning breakfast. We're not. It's
Hey,
not
so
formal.
we found these 2 next things. The first one we're going to do is at a theater. We're going to fight some possession ghosty guys. And then after we do that, we're going to move towards going to the docks.
We're gonna head to Ridge Point.
Yeah, Ridge Point.
'Cause we get-
To take care of some things with the ships.
Because we get free passage for a year. That sounds like there's something that's slimy and dissolving stuff. So those things are going to probably need research. I did my part. I got the jobs.
Well, at the very least, ship passage could help for getting to a couple of the locations
Yeah,
of
yeah.
dragons.
And
Yeah.
it's free passage for a year. So if
Yeah.
we are expedient, which the elf boy at the thing, who is so in denial about his
I don't
deep
think
and
he's
abiding...
in denial about it. He says he's not into you. He's not into you. Just like take his man's word. Like the constant pushing is like, oh,
I know, but I forgive him for it.
No, you're doing the constant pushing.
I don't know. He is an elf. Are you sure he's not being coy?
No means no!
I'm not hitting on him. He's hitting on me.
He's absolutely not. He said he wasn't.
as
He
you're
already
going
said
over
I
that,
was abrasive. There's no way.
Abrasive
I'm
is
the-
not a compliment.
messing with-
Abrasive
Yeah, I'm
is
just
an
saying
insult.
there's no
Cells
way that
prepare
I'm the one
protection
who's the
from good and
problem.
evil.
Oh, no, you are absolutely abrasive.
I didn't say I wasn't. I'm just saying I'm not hitting on him.
But he's not hitting on you either.
I think he needs to get his little, like,
I think you're the one that's, like, into him.
Oh, no.
Be forward about it if you're, shoot your shot. But, like, no means no at the same time.
Oh, no, I'm
Yeah,
completely
I think he did
uninterested.
shoot his shot, and he got shot down, and so now he's
That's
being
true.
now he's really just defending his pride, and you're being so rude to
Honestly.
Not interested in the least. Just, I figured
That's
since...
what you say when you're trying to defend your pride on that. You know?
I wasn't into you.
I feel like that's an
Baka.
unfair thing to say because there's no way I could argue against it. You know, it's by
I know.
its nature deceptive. Like
Improvable.
Well,
negative.
yeah. It's I can't prove a negative, so I feel like that's not a fair way to put
We'll
it.
have to come up with a discern truth spell at some point. So
That's a good spell. That's a good spell. That's a good idea.
Besides, he works
idea.
with the Mercenaries
Bad
Guild. He loves abrasive people. They're mercs and adventurers.
Again. He already said no.
they're also great dish cleaners.
Yeah, but I still want to get in the guild because we want the jobs.
Well, yeah, but we just gotta, like, be patient and, like, not...
He's immortal. A patient doesn't work. You have to be pushy to get them to do things because their soon is 10 years down the road.
I mean... they're fine.
I mean, if you want to get things done, sometimes you have to be self-assertive.
This is the capital of this country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so it is the biggest city in this country?
Probably,
Okay.
at least to your knowledge.
Okay, well, let's go investigate what's going on with the ghosty boys at the theater.
All right, you start heading off to the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to
Or
ask
the
about it.
contact. Is the contact at the theater?
There is no location other than the theater.
Just go there and deal with the ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So, you head off to the theater, and that is where we will go ahead and pick up next time. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.